everybody, welcome on my channel. I'm Kurt, aka Vitruvian Gamer, and today I'm going to do something different because I'm going to try to explain a game to you, completely only the rules, and that's it. And the game I'm going to do is My Happy Farm, a game published by Portal Games, designed by Alexander Nevsky and Oleg Sidorenko, the same designers that did Tajemnicze Domostwo, also known as Mysterium. So this is a new thing that I'm trying, so I will get this on the table and I will show you step by step how this game is set up and how it is played. So without any further ado, let's head to the table and learn how to play My Happy Farm. My Happy Farm is designed by Alexander Nevsky and Oleg Sidorenko. It has been published by Portal Games. It plays in about 30 minutes, ages 8 and up, and for 2 to 4 players. In the box you will find a rulebook, 30 coin tokens, 22 silver, valued 1, and 8 gold, value 5. You have 4 farm boards, 1 for each player, 4 player aid cards, 1 for each player, 59 crop cards, including 21 hay, 18 clover, 11 carrot, and 9 beet. You will find 32 animal cards with 16 heads and 16 tails. The head cards are double-sided, as you can see here, one depicting a -3 in the left top corner and one without the -3. There are 18 feeding cards in the game. First, shuffle all the crop cards and place the top 6 in the middle of the table. This is called the market. Deal 2 crop cards to each player. This is called your hand. You can look at your hand at any time, but not the other players. Place the remaining crop cards in a face-down draw pile near the market. Prepare the feeding deck based on the number of players. In a 4-player game, you use all feeding cards. In a 3-player game, remove the feeding cards with the number 4 in the upper right corner. These are 4 cards. When playing a 2-player game, remove also the feeding cards with the 4 and the 3+ in the upper right corner, for a total of 8 cards. Return any unused cards back to the box. Now shuffle the feeding cards and place the top 5 up in the middle of the table. Give each player 1 farm board and 1 head and tail for each animal. A sheep, a cow, a rabbit and a pig. Don't forget to turn the head over to the sad side. As you can see, it has a -3 on the top left corner. Give each player 2 silver coins and place the rest in the middle of the table to form the bank. The player who recently fed their pet starts the game and turns continue clockwise. This is how a table for 4 players would look like. During the game you will take turns one at a time in a clockwise fashion. Your turns consist of the following 3 phases. Then the player to your left takes their turn, and so on. The first phase is gain crops. In this phase you draw 1 card from the top of the crop deck and add it to your hand. Second phase, the crops grow. In this phase you move all of your crop cards up to the next field on your farm. First, discard any crops which began the turn in the autumn field. You have no time to harvest them and the crops are lost. Place the discarded crop cards in a face-up pile near the crop deck. Crops in the summer field move to the autumn field. Crops planted last turn move from spring to summer. Each turn you may perform 2 actions and you must choose 2 different actions and you may perform them in any order. The actions that you can take are: buy crops. You may buy up to 3 crop cards from the market. Each card costs 1 silver coin. Return the spent coins to the bank. You may buy any of the face-up crop cards or the top card of the crop deck. When you buy a face-up card, immediately refill the market with the top card of the crop deck. If you are buying more, you may now buy the new card. Crop cards are placed in your hand. You may not have more than 6 crop cards in your hand. Any excess cards must be discarded. If the market ever has 6 face-up cards of the same type, discard those cards and refill the market from the top of the crop deck. If the crop deck runs out of cards, shuffle the discarded crops to form a new draw pile. Second action that you can take is to plant crops. You may plant crop cards from your hand by placing them face up next to the spring field on your farm board. You may plant either 1 crop or 2 different crops or 3 of the same crops. Action 3. Harvest crops. You may harvest crops from either the summer or autumn fields, but not both. Only carrot and clover may be harvested from the summer field. Beets, hay, carrots and clover may all be harvested from the autumn field. Place the harvested crops on your barn, which can only hold up to 6 crops at any time. Discard any excess. Action 4. Sell crops. You may sell the crops in your barn by discarding them. Take coins from the bank equal to the value of the discarded crops. Action 5. Feed animals. You feed your animals with the crops in your barn. Each feeding card shows a required set of crops needed to feed that animal. Discard the appropriate set of cards from your barn, take the card and place it between the 2 cards of the matching animal. When you feed an animal for the first time, flip its card over to the happy side, so that the sad side is face down. Also, immediately replace the chosen card with the top card of the feeding deck. Action 6. Take a coin from the bank. As I say, just take 1 silver coin from the bank and put it in front of you. At the end of your turn, if there are no cards remaining in the feeding deck, the final round begins. Each player, including you, receives 1 more turn, then the game ends. It's time to count your points. Each feeding card is worth points. Total the points on all of your feeding cards. Any animal which was not fed is sad and is worth -3 points. The player with the happiest animal of each type gains +3 bonus points. To have the happiest animal, you must have more feeding cards for that animal than each other player. The player with the most points is the winner. If there is a tie, the player with the most feeding cards is the winner. If there is still a tie, the player with the most pets at home wins. Okay, so that's my happy farm. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this video interesting or useful. This is the first time I've done something like this, and if you have any ideas or tips or hints on how to improve these videos, please feel free to put it below here in the comments or send me a message through Twitter. I'm at Vitruvian Gamer over there, so please find me there. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy my happy farm in the future, and I see you there in that future. Thanks, bye bye.